taking check-ins on the blue screen.
W2JLS is Katie at SLG.
KD8 SLG, this is W2JLS. How we doing, Nick? What's going on tonight?
Oh, we were just selling in for the first episode of The House of the Dragon or something. The Game of Thrones spinoff, so kind of excited about that. That's what's going off here. It was good seeing you Thursday, man. Thanks for coming out. That was a good time. Thank you very much.
That was a pleasure. It was a great. Actually, I started out at Nuevo Castro and Casa, and that was good time there. Had some good eyeball QSOs and yourself included for sure, and Lane and Harry, and I spent a few minutes talking to Fred, and warm weather. Wade was in town. I think he's still in town. Yeah, it was kind of cool. And I really, like I told you already, I enjoyed the meeting. It was great. You guys did a bang-up job. Excellent reflection on you. You know, the organizational structure. I liked it. I liked, the inclusion of the handful of folks you had there. And Josh, I mean, don't want to inflate that boy's ego. What an amazing Superman. But yeah, it was great to make that meeting for sure.
As I reminded Josh, most of my field day meetings consisted of me getting up there and saying the hall has been rented. That's it. That was the important part. All right, man. I'm going to get back to my gig here, but I saw I hadn't known I keyed up for a couple of minutes, and that you were there, so I thought I'd say hi. And I'll be back for the pre-show in like 10 minutes or so to say hi to everybody. Good seeing you. Good talking to you. W2GLS, KDSLG. I'll be clear on yours, John. I'll be clear on yours.
Roger, buddy. Yeah, I still haven't seen Game of Thrones, so I'm not even sure what you're talking about with this, something that's like Game of Thrones. I got a lot of catching up to do. I don't watch much TV that's not YouTube streaming stuff. I'm actually sitting here on the Victor Lima Charlie watching some geek talking about FT8, which is, it's becoming a new obsession. I can see all sorts of potential applications for this. Yeah, pretty cool. I know it's kind of boring because it doesn't involve conversation, but it really, it's a great tool. Lots of data, and you can see at a glance what's going on in conjunction with other tools. Anyway, buddy, 73 to you, and I will be hearing you in the air later. Not sure who's running the show tonight, but if you're listening, whoever that is, I will be sticking around. W2JLS. I'll be lingering, probably migrating to the radio room at some point.
good. W2JLS, brother, we got you on the list. I'm actually looking at the screen right now. I was making a couple of quick amendments and enjoying you guys' chat. Sounds like Nick's got his activities lined out, and we'll hear from him later, and you're going to stick around, so appreciate you, brother. We'll get back to you in a little bit. Hey, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV with the BeaconNet pre-show. We've got about 8 minutes. If anybody's out there and would like to get added to the list, please come on ahead with your call sign. We'd love to hear from you. We'll get you on that early list for check-ins.
KP.
I heard somebody out there. You were a little scratchy. I think it was a KJ5 station. Can you come back and give us your call sign again, brother?
Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Kilo Papa KP8 YKP. If you can hear me.
W8WKY.
That was Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Kilo Papa. We got you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Anybody else want to get on the list? This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. We'll happily get you in there. Looking for early check-ins to the BeaconNet. Come on ahead now.
Kilo Delta 8 Victor Yankee Tango.
All right, we got KD8VYT. Got you on the list, brother.
Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf.
Kilo Foxtrot 6. Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth.
All right, NetLogger's running a little bit slow, and these two at a time, I've got to let it catch up. Mark, if you have any trouble at all, feel free to jump right in there and clarify if you need to, brother. Appreciate you. And let's see, we got Kilo Delta 8, Victor Yankee Tango, Mr. Russell on the list. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian. We got you on there too, buddy. Anybody else? We've got about 5 minutes. Love to get you on the early check-in list for the BeaconNet tonight. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. If you'd like to get on the list, please call.
Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf.
All right, Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf. It's this NetLogger's catching up now. Good stuff. Anybody else? Please call. We got about 5 minutes.
KE8QFP Fred and Matani. You got me.
Yeah, we got you on there, Uncle Fred. Good to hear you, buddy. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV with the BeaconNet. If you want to get on the list, come on ahead with your call sign and name. We'll get you up there.
KJ5MCV, KD8EPC. Hi, Ryan.
Well, hello to you, Mr. Dustin. You doing okay today, brother?
Okay, I'm not sure what that was, but all is well in the world here. I did a little fishing with the girls earlier, and I just got back from a little bit of kayak fishing now. So there you go. How are you?
Brother, I am super. I'm tickled to hear you got out on that kayak, and who are these girls that you went fishing with? That sounds awesome.
Oh, you know, just the mini-me's, the offspring there, the daughters. One is 6 and one is 11 already. Can't believe it. They grow so fast. But yeah, got out on the kayak, got out fishing. Didn't catch nothing all day, but we had a good time anyway.
Oh, man, I'm glad you got to do that, but I got to be honest, that kills me when that happens. That absolutely kills me. Oh, boy. We usually have good luck with the worm and the bobber, man. That is, boy, and that's probably one of my favorite things to fish for, those little brims. But, boy, that sounds awesome. What'd you do on your kayak?
I was out there. I had the worm, and I was running a sinker and a worm, trying to catch catfish, really, because I didn't think the bobber was going to do much. Water wasn't very deep and wasn't running very good, and I kept getting snagged up, so I was like, forget it. And I'm glad I did, though, because now it's raining. But I won't hold you, Ryan. It looks like we got about 90 seconds before the girl's going to go off here, so I'm going to say 73 to you, and we'll catch you here in a little bit. This is KD80PC, and I'll be clear there on your final.
KD80PC, KJ5 MCV. We'll get back to you in a little bit, brother. Thanks for stopping by. You heard it. We've got about, a minute left. Let's call for just a couple more. We'll get you in quick, and then we'll hush up so this nice lady can tell us it's going down. If you'd like to get on the early list tonight, this is Ryan, KJ5 MCV. We're looking for early check-ins. Please call now.
No, you won't.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf, KC8OYG.
This is K3NBC. Could you repeat that last call sign, please, sir?
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's that nice lady. QST, QST, QST. It is Sunday, y'all, and I'd like to welcome you to the Beacon Net pre-show and say Happy Father's Day to all the papas out there. I mean it. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. The Beacon Net is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. 147.390 with a positive offset, PL tone at 114.8. I'm coming to y'all through Allstar on the Allstar Node 48496 from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And the world is really upside down again. 2 Okies and a Texan in the group. And we got Nick at night, too, of course. This ought to be more fun than a twister in a trailer park. We occupy bandwidth recreationally and light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsa time. This is the Beacon Net pre-show, where we have a half-hour RF fellowship, take early check-ins and outs before I hand it over to our Beacon Net CEO, Nick at night, to manage this tornado and a tackle box that I've created. This is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through net control. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Charlie Victor. My personal is Ryan, Romeo Yankee Alpha November. I'll be your pre-net control operator, and you guys the main... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, I'll be your pre-net control operator, and we'll get you on the list for the big show tonight. Next up, as usual, we've got the Mickey Mouse roll call. We say hi to our BeaconNet crew tonight, have a quick strategic exchange of nonsense. First up, the man, Nick at Night, KAQKO. Did you take that smoker for a spin this weekend, brother?
KAQKO, hello, sir. Oh, yeah, I did. I made some party ribs on Friday night, and then took them to a buddy's house on Saturday. So did some of that. And it's also like to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's a pretty good day. Had a good day. My wife made me some dinner, did some work in the yard, and I joined the VFW recently, so I went over there for a little bit before the net, and that was the first time there, so that was pretty interesting. A lot of fun. But, yeah, anyway, that's what I've got going on. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, KAQKO.
W8WKY.
KAQKO, this is KJ5MCV returning. Brother, I'm tickled for you, man. I also took the smoker for a test drive today. Mine's not near as cool as yours, but it makes the same thing in the end. So went over to Dad's for some catfish and smoked chicken. So that went over really good. We appreciate you, brother. We're looking forward to hearing from you a little bit later tonight. We're going to move on. Say hi to our net logger maestro tonight. K3MBC, super duper Southern Mark. What's up, brother? H-Town is in the house. You ready for the big show tonight?
This is K3MBC. Yes, I believe I am. I'm going to be sticking around, which is good since I'm running the log tonight. But, yep, had a great Father's Day, and looking forward to tonight. Back to you, sir.
Good stuff, man. I'm glad to hear it, and thank you for what you do for me. I'm going to do that one of these days. I'm going to get better. I've decided I'm just going to learn how to log rather than just run my mouth. Anyways, we appreciate you, Mark. We're going to clear with K3MBC there and go to our tail gunner for alt trivia. We have Mr. Bagok himself. You know him, you love him. He's a little confusing at times. Alan, Kilo, India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee, all day. Alan, what's up, brother? That thing got a Hemi in it? Also, ready for the big show, Bud Rowe?
KI5DAY in the net. Where am I? Oh, my goodness, man. I'm ready to go. Got some old trivia. Bagok, happy Father's Day. Happy Bagakan Father's Day to everybody who's a father. Mine's been gone 10 years this year. That sounds crazy, but it's true. Man, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I had a good day. Spent a good part of the afternoon with my sister and brother-in-law, nephews and their wives. We had a big grill, and I got to cook some stuff today, and that was a lot of fun. So all is good. I'll be standing by and ready to go. KI5DAY.
All right, Alan. Hey, we appreciate you and everything you do for the group, and happy Father's Day back at you. I'm glad. I mean, you didn't say it, but I know that thing's Hemi in it. That's okay. Moving on. We got that out of the way. Let's go get our list of check-ins, and then maybe take a few more in just a little bit. As a little note, if you checked in already, we'll get to you. So no need to bother with any rechecks. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. And I'm going to breeze through the list of who I've got on early check-ins and outs off the blue screen here. And let's see. Let me let this drop for just a second. I'll say hi to everybody. All right, start at the top of the list. We've got Matthew, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf Golf Mike. It's just Matt, we know. We got Robert in there, Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet. We got Brian, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf. We got John in there, Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima Sierra. We got Nick, El Presidente, Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf. We got Brian, KC8, oh, sorry, I'm going to do better. Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Kilo Papa. We got Russell in there, Kilo Delta 8, Victor Yankee Tango. We got Christian in there. I'm going to do it. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. We got Greg, or Gregory, Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf. We got Uncle Fred's in the house, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Foxtrot Tango. We got Dustin, I heard you, buddy, Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie. We got Adam in there, he's in and out. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta X-Ray X-Ray. We got Mark, Kilo 4, Original Gangster. We got Richard in there, Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf. We got Taco Tim, KI5 TAQ. All right. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV with the WWKY repeater today. And we are looking for some more check-ins to the BeaconNet. If you would like to get on the list today from the pre-show for the BeaconNet, please come down with your call sign and name. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV with the BeaconNet. If you'd like to get on the list on the pre-show, please call. Please call now.
Okay. You can mark me as 20, I guess. KCFQV, good evening. Brian or Ryan, KCFQV.
All right, we got you on the list. One more call for check-ins today. If you'd like to check into the BeaconNet pre-show, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV. Please come in with your call sign and name. All right, nothing heard. That's all right. Let's go back up to the top of the list and run through what we've got, see if they're going to stick around or not. Let's go up here and talk to Matt. KF8GGM. Matt, how you doing, buddy? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
KJ5MCV. This is KF8GGM. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, man. I'm going to be here. Can't wait to hear what the trivia is going to be. Back to you.
All right, Matt. We appreciate you stopping by, saying hello, and sticking around. We got you. And, yeah, we'll be saying our prayers for your brother. So, anyways, moving on. Let's go talk to Robert, Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet. Robert, how you doing, buddy? You going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KJ5MCV, this is KA8LYJ. Good evening there, Ryan. I shall linger. KA8LYJ.
Oh, I get a tickle every time you say that. It reminds me of that Cranberry song back in the day. Do you have to? You have to let it linger? We appreciate you, brother. We got you for sticking around. We're going to clear with Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet. Robert, thank you again, buddy. Let's go down here and talk to Brian, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf. Brian, how you doing tonight, man? You going to stick around for the big show?
Well, I'm just curious, are you practicing your phonetics for field day coming up? Yeah, I'll stick around. KF8G.
Brian, you could say that. I'm just practicing phonetics to do a better job at running my mouth. Now, it helps me be more confusing and kind of frazzled while I do this, so I am looking forward to a field day situation, though, so appreciate you asking. And I'm going to try and do better at phonetics. We're going to clear with Brian there. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf. Thanks, brother. We got you sticking around. And let's go talk to John. Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra. John, how you doing, brother? You had a good weekend. You going to stick around for the big show?
Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie here. It's okay to be creative with your phonetics. Don't let anyone mess with you, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to stick around. I was in the process of flipping my antenna over to the radio room So the next time you hear me, I will be RF. Thanks for taking me from the chat with Nick earlier. W2JOS passing it back.
All right, John. Yeah, I heard that. You lost me at the, what was that show he was talking about? I don't know anything about that either. So, anyways, appreciate you, brother. We got you sticking around. We're going to with Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima Sierra. John, I appreciate you, brother. Let's go down and talk to El Presidente now. Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf. Just Nick. How we doing, Nick? Great to hear you earlier. Thanks for breaking that up while I was fixing my script for tonight, because I had it upside down. Anyway, Nick, appreciate you one more time. You sticking around for the big show tonight?
W8WKY.
How does the node know, Ryan? How does the node know? KD5MCV, KD8SLG, good evening, Ryan, and all the Deacon netizens. I'm here right now. I'll be back later. In between, though, I am going to watch House of the Dragon. Big Game of Thrones fan. So is Audrey. So that's where I'll be for some of the net. I'll be back at the end. Good to hear you. And yeah, man, I don't like trying to take check-ins early. Pre. No, I just grab someone and start chatting. It's usually my brother from another John. Anyway, I'll be back later on. KD5MCV, KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. And that does take a little bit of pressure off an awkward silence. I'm just going to start grabbing people and chatting with them, too, so I'm following your lead, brother. Thanks again. We hope to hear from you later. If you check back in, that's just fine. We got you checked in, sticking around. So if you're there, you're there. If not, that's okay, too. Game of Thrones is, has to be done. Somebody's got to do it anyway. We're going to clear with Nick there. Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf El Presidente. Thanks again, brother. Let's go talk to Brian down here. Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Kilo Papa. Brian, how you doing, buddy? You gonna stick around for the big show tonight?
This is KC8 Flight 8. Okay, I'm about 50 miles from the other repeater. I grabbed my EchoLink plans. I'm working on setting up Allstar interface for my repeaters here, so I can connect to you guys in the future. Anyhow, yes, I'll be sticking around. I'll see if I can get stumped on these questions yet again. Back to you, KC8YKP. By the way, I'm running high power.
Well, Brian, you're coming in awful scratchy, just barely keeping up with that repeater, but you know what? I was listening good, and yeah, I got you sticking around, brother. We appreciate that. You had something else there, but I forgot what it was, and I apologize. Brian, thanks again, brother. We're looking forward to chatting with you a little bit later. We're going to clear with Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Kilo Papa, whose radio is doing good at 50 miles, by the way. Let's go number 11, who is Russ, Kilo Delta 8, Victor Yankee Tango. Russell, how you doing, buddy? You gonna stick around for the big show tonight?
I suppose if I must do what I need to do. I'm using this new cheap radio, and I'm testing it out tonight. So I'll be around. I'll be on HF2. KD8VYT.
Well, Russ, for a cheap radio, other than just being a little quiet, brother, you sound fantastic. So write that down. Whatever radio you've got is working famously. You might light up your mic gain just a little bit. if you've gotten that far into the menu at this point, but we appreciate you, and we got you sticking around, as well as doing some HF, which is something that I couldn't multitask at right now. But anyway, Russ, we appreciate you, brother. We got you sticking around. We're going to clear with Kilo Delta 8, Victor Yankee Tango. Let's go talk to Christian now. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Christian, tell us something good, and also tell us if you're going to stick around for the big show.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Purity of Essence, Peace on Earth here. How you doing, Ryan? Sounds real smooth, the way you're delivering it right this evening. It's looking good. I'm glad I got the day off tomorrow to enjoy. Been working too many days in a row. And I will not be sticking around, unfortunately, so that I can catch up on some much-needed sleep. I'll be listening probably until I coast off into the aether. With that, I'll pass it back to you. Have a great evening, everyone. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, 73s.
All right, Christian, man, you've got me confused. That's all right. I'm easily confused sometimes. Appreciate you telling me how smooth it is. I'm actually dying inside. No. I get a little nerved up a little bit, but I think I'm in my groove now. So you said you got the day off tomorrow, and you're still going to go ahead and go to bed early. I'll allow it, man. Do what you do, brother. We appreciate you. We got you gray-barred as in and out. We're going to clear with Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Mr. Christian, thanks again, brother. Happy sleepy time. Let's go talk to Greg. Greg. Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf. Greg, what's up, brother? He's over there in Florida. How's things going out there? And you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Hey, Ryan. Thanks for picking me up. It's the first time I've been back on here in a long while. I'm currently camp hosting at the moment. I'm at Gulf State Park in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores of Alabama at the moment. I'll be here until September 1st. So that's what we're doing. And me and my dog Teddy, we're doing. And talked to, I seen Dustin. He's on my Facebook occasionally, and I think he follows me a little bit around. And we're doing good. And I'm glad I got my Allstar working back up and running. I'm coming through to you all through my Starlink mini system here at the campground. So it appears to be working really good. So on that, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Ryan, this is Greg, KC3SEG. We're currently again in Gulf Shores of Alabama, Gulf State Park. Back over to you.
Greg, you're blowing my mind, brother. That is so cool. Camping long-term with your internet system on an Allstar Node in Gulf Shores. I hear the fishing is really good there. And I think you said your K9's name was Betty or something like that. Give her a scratch on the head for us, brother. We appreciate you, Greg. And you are sounding really good. And come back and join us, man. Stick around. We appreciate you, brother. We're going to clear with Greg there. Kilo Charlie 3. Sierra Echo Golf. Let's go talk to Uncle Fred. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Foxtrot Tango. Uncle Fred, good to hear you, man. Hope you're drinking something good tonight to kick those allergies off, and also hope you're sticking around. Let us know.
Oh, no more allergies. I'll be here. I think Dustin wants to say something here, so yeah, I'll be here anyway. I think Dustin wants to holler something in here, or he's got a comment. KEQFC, back to that.
Gulf Shores. Dustin, take it away, brother. KD8 EPC.
Thanks so much there, Ryan. Well, I just wanted to come in there because I heard Greg, KC3SEG. Greg, if you're still listening, it's so fabulous to hear you, my friend. It's been a long time, and you make sure you give Teddy a scratch on the ears for us. I certainly enjoy listening to the both of you. That's the message I had there for Greg. Otherwise, I guess I'm going to try to stick around there, Ryan. It's been a long day. I've done some fishing, but not much catching, or no catching at all. So there you go. That's all I've got, man. Take it away, KD80PC, back to prenet control.
All right, Dustin, sorry for leaving you behind. Somebody mentioned Gulf Shores, and I lost it. I thought about fishing and the beach and camping. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, we appreciate you, brother. We got you kind of maybe sticking around. Let's go back. I don't think we got Uncle Fred there, whether he was going to stick around or not. I know he usually does, but let's give him a few minutes to chat. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Foxtrot, Tango. Uncle Fred, you sticking around tonight, brother?
W8WKY.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be here. Yep. I'll have something for the group later on. But I went bowling today. Well, made an attempt at it anyhow. KQFT back to net.
All right, Uncle Fred, we got you sticking around, brother. Thanks for coming back. We'll skip over Dustin because he's going to maybe stick around. We had an in and out station there. Adam, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta X-ray, X-ray. So that brings us down to Mark, Kilo 4, Original Gangster. What's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy? Also, you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Kilo Julia 5, Mike Charlie Victor, Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, Ryan. And if you didn't save me a basket full of puppies, I'm going to go over and watch House of Dragon Season 3. And I can help you out with that phonetic alphabet, Ryan. You back the years up about 20, join the Navy, get a rating that talks on the radio. You'll have that phonetics nailed down solid. Kilo 4, Oscar Golf. I'll try to stick around.
All right, Mark, I appreciate that. I'm trying to do better. I'll get better. It's just a time thing, man. Reps is everything. So we appreciate you, man. Good to hear you, and I'm glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear there with Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, and that brings us down to Richard here, Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf. Richard, how you doing, buddy? You going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Good evening there. Yes, this is KC8LYG, Richard in Maslin. I'm going to hang around, check everything out. I kind of got a bunch of radio stuff, and I'm up to my behind in programming and issues and errors and this and that, and I got too much to do at once, but I want to play. But having fun listening, but yes, I'm going to hang out. Back to prenet, KC8LYG.
All right, brother. Well, we're tickled to have you sticking around. We're going to have a good time tonight. Maybe even more fun than a bushel basket full of puppies, but we'll see. We're clear with Richard there. Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf. Let's go talk to my boy Taco Tim. Tacos for the people. Kilo India 5 Tango Alpha Quebec. What's up, Tim? You going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Oh, good evening there, Ryan. This is KI5TAQ. Yes, I am sticking around tonight. We'll see what Cornwall Clan has up their sleeves for tonight. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. Well, we appreciate you. We got you sticking around tonight. We're going to clear with Kilo India 5 Tango Alpha Quebec. Mr. Taco Tim. Well, let's go talk to Mark, Aurora, Ohio. It's a net now, by golly. Kilo Charlie 8 Foxtrot Quebec Victor. Mark. How you doing, buddy? Good to hear you. And I think I know the answer to the question, but I gotta ask it. It's my job. You sticking around for the big show tonight?
Hey, yeah, and hey, repeater, he asked Mark, not the repeater. Yeah, but I'm going to stick around. Why not? So, good day today. Yep, traveled down the green and came back home. All went good. Well, that brothers, and that went good too. Yep, so everything went good. Stay tuned to these and many of these well-lubricated machines for the Beacon Net. Coming your way, 3 minutes. KCFQV.
Well, Mark, I'm glad you're paying attention, buddy. It is going to be 3 minutes till the big show. I'm excited about that. And I'm glad you had a good visit with your family, man. Glad to hear it. We're going to clear with Mark there. Kilo Charlie 8, Fox Queen Victor, as usual. And, oh, my goodness, the tail gunner on the list today, my boy Donald out there in the Osage. Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Delta Mike. Donald, haven't heard you in a few days, brother. I was glad to see your call sign on there. Donald, how you doing, Bubba? And you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Good afternoon, Ryan. This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike Donald up here in the hills. Yeah, I'm sticking around if Mama don't call me in. She's having a tough time tonight. She told me to go outside. She didn't want me to see her crying. Well, I got to come out and play radio. I'm also working some 10-meter, which surprises me for this time of day, but there's a 10-meter net going on I'm trying to check into also, so we'll see how that goes. And as far as me not being around for a few days, yeah, it's come and go around here. A lot of it depends on how she feels and what I've got to do to help her feel better. You know, take care of your spouse, man. Any of you guys out there, you got a sick spouse out there, take care of them. You didn't marry him just for the health, you know. There was other things in that vow, too, so. That's all I've got. This is KI5 WDM. I'll quit babbling, Ryan. You're doing a wonderful job, my friend. Just super great. Talk to you later.
Donald, I've got so much I want to tell you. I'm so proud that you're the type of guy to do that. You're an inspiration to a lot of people, I'm telling you. And yeah, it's a little bit dark for 10 meters. That's kind of cool. I usually don't even try that. I have a message here from Alan. He's kind of kooky. I'm a little confused, but he said he's dubbing you as Captain Cape Man. And I've met you. I've shook your hand. Can't wait to do it again, but, you know, it kind of works. Just saying. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight, brother, and happy Father's Day to you. And we're going to clear there with Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. It is 8:59 Central, so we've got about a handful of seconds to go. I think probably the best course of action for me is to turn it over. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, we're going to see if, oh, I'm sorry, KAQKO, Nick at Night, brother, are you ready to go? Sorry, I lost my spot there for a second. Nick at Night, how about you, brother? You ready to kick this thing off? It's 9.
J5 MCV, Ryan, thank you, sir. Yes, sir, ready to go. And let's kick it off. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's call it. Oh, nothing heard there. Any stations have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
AF5 JB, Matt and Tulsa, Alpha 5 Julie Bravo.
KE8QKO, Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred and Akron. Didn't have time to check in on the early check-ins, so I'm checking in now, and I'll check in and out. You and everybody else, have a great rest of your Sunday. Great net. 7-3 to all. Back to net.
Kilo Yankee 4, November Bravo, KY4NB, Kevin in Memphis. Hi, everybody.
All right, I had Matt check in. I'm going to get back to you here in just a minute, Matt. We had WA8KOC Fred checking in and out, and we had KY4MB checking in. Matt, I am sorry, I forget your call sign, and I wasn't able to pick it up on your transmission. Could you come back with your call sign phonetically twice, please? Actually, never mind. I got an AF5JB. So, we will get back to you in just a minute, Matt. We're going to get the trivia questions read, and I believe you're going to be short time, so we will call on you first after we have the trivia questions read. Let's go up and talk to our trivia master tonight. Wait, is this right? Is Alan the main trivia master tonight? KI5DAY? I guess he is. Alan, take it away.
This is K3NBC, K8QKO. I think I'm the one that has main trivia. I just entered the wrong information in on the column.
All right, copy that, sir. You can take it away, and then we'll go to Alan afterwards.
Alrighty, this is K3NBC. After much research and looking around, I have come up with the main trivia for this evening. When was the first confirmed two-way transatlantic amateur radio contact made, and between which two countries? When was the first confirmed two-way transatlantic amateur radio contact made, and between which two countries? Your choices are Alpha, December 1921, between the UK and Canada. Bravo, November 1923, between the United States and France. Charlie, January 1925, between the UK and Australia. And Delta, March 1920, between the United States and the UK. Back to Ned.
All right, thank you, sir. I've got my answer written down. We'll see how it works out later than that. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, I thought it was things. I thought you said my name after you said main trivia, and I thought, nah, I'm just imagining things. He didn't say that. I was corn-fused, but that's okay. Corn-fused, I think, also has something to do with the Waldo bean liquor making, but that's a whole different bag of tricks. So, tonight's alternate trivia. Well then, I searched long and hard on this one and came up with a whopper, I think. Not too sure, but it should be fun anyway. Let me take a break here and then I'll read this. All right. Now knowing in my DNA that I have some Norwegian blood, I'm going to go ahead and claim my Viking heritage as well. But tonight's question has to do with the Vikings. The alternate trivia reads as follows. The early Vikings often gave new brides. Let me try that again. The early Vikings often gave new brides which one of these gifts to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Again, the question is, the early Vikings often gave new brides which one of these gifts to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Was it A, 2 brass goblets with the bride and groom's first names etched into the goblet? Was it B, a new kitten or cat? Was it C, 3 silver coins to the radio parties? Or D, an original Cornwaldo bean war horn? I will post this in the blue screen. KF5DA1.
All right, thank you, Alan. You know, you had a little bit of breakup when you were reading the trivia options. Can you read that question again, please?
Okay, thank you for telling me that. Now I'm going to try to hold the radio a little more sturdily and stay away from my screen. How am I sounding on this transmission?
You are sounding just fine, sir.
All right, I'm going to try to read this question again, and hopefully I won't break up. Here we go. The early Vikings often gave new brides which one of these gifts to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Was it A, 2 brass goblets with the bride and groom's first names in the goblet? Was it B, a new kitten or cat? C, 3 silver coins from their raiding parties? Or D, an original Cornwaldo bean war horn? Hope that was better. KI5DA1.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That was better. We got it in there. I have my answer written down. I'll see how it works out later in the net. Thanks for doing the alternate trivia. All right. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390. Positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to go through and talk to people and see what's going on with the net tonight. We're going to start with KF8 GGM. Matt, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net? Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Golf, Mike, Matt, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net?
KE8QKO, this is Cafe GGM. Sorry about that, Nick. I was daydreaming there for a second. Just wanted to say happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. It's been a crazy past few weeks for me. I'm glad to be back to my QTH, and glad to hear some friendly voices on the net. So, trivia, I'm going to go with Delta in Delta. That's going to be my answers tonight. D&D. KF8 GGM, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Sounds like you had a pretty crazy couple of weeks there. Hope it all works out for you, and everything works out well. Have your answers down for Delta and Delta. Next, we're going to talk to KA8LYJ, Bob. How you doing, Bob? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Nick the Nocturnal. Good evening to the Beacon Net. Just getting my toes dipped into a pretty busy week. I got to pile up some stuff to leave behind and start getting packed up for Ida's and my 2-week trip out west, which starts a week from today. Other than that, not much going on, as if that's not enough. For the trivia, I am going to go decibels tonight. dB, Delta Bravo. While I'd love to own an original Cornwaldo Bean war horn, I don't think that was a typical bridal gift back in the day. This is KA8LYJ.
All right, thank you, Bob. Got your answer down there for Delta and Bravo. Yeah, Warhorn seems like a weird gift for a bride, so yeah, and I understand. I'm looking at a very chaotic next 2 weeks myself, so I appreciate you checking in, and we will talk to you later. Next, we have KF8G Brian. How you doing, Brian? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, as usual, my answer will be 42. I've had a couple car shows over the weekend. I went to Brunswick for the first time in a number of years. Boy, there's a bunch of cars up there. That was fun. I'll have to do that again sometime. But little red chick magnet's getting probably about a 4-day detail. I took it over to a friend's house. We're going to start on it tomorrow. Get it ready for the car shows coming up. But you guys watching Ryan Hall? Man, Indiana and Illinois have gotten utter plumb smack today. Wow. Thank God that's all going south, and it's starting to die down with the evening cooling down and everything. They're getting power flashes on the other side of Evansville, Indiana right now. He's on a live downtown camera. Boy, it's been something else. The cloud formations have been spectacular. Well, I guess with that, good evening, everyone, and happy Father's Day to those of you who qualify for that, and 7 threes. KF8G.
All right, thank you, Brian. Got your answers down there for 42. And yeah, they've been getting corn swapped a lot, with corn smacked or whatever, with a lot of storms. Thankfully, they've been hitting there and not here, I guess. It's better for us. And you know what? I just realized I forgot to go back and talk to Matt. So before I go any further, I'm going to go down and talk to AF5JB Matt, see what he's got for the Beacon Net tonight. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else on the net. I hope everybody stay I'll go inside the door. But it's currently 86 degrees and partly cloudy here in Tulsa. I've got a chance of thunderstorms this evening and tonight. But other than that, have a good weekend. Stay in town and have small out on Saturday morning to get that done. And then went home and ate, cleaned up, went to do laundry, got that done. Went to Step Busters and play a Pac-Man battle Royale, and it was a fun game. Ate at the Waffle House, and then I went home and had a beer and went to bed, and I watched TV for a little bit, and then took it easy most day today. Play a few games on my arcade console. played Outrun and played in Crime City. I played that a long time. And then I played this Pac-Man as well. And then want to get Happy Father's Day to everybody. And beyond that, I don't want too much else. You guys have just a week out there and a good evening as well. And always good to hear one and City 3 and until next time, this is AFI-JB, Alpha Star Star 5, Julia Bravo, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Watch out for the weather tonight, and until next time, AFI-JB, better than control. Thanks again. Good to hear you. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Matt. We got you in there. I'm not sure I got your trivia answers. Do you want to come back with those?
I apologize. I forgot about that. Pick up the first question. I think I'd say D is Delta, and then a trivia, I'm going to say A as an Alpha. And see where I get this. 73, this is AFI-JB. That's your control. Thanks again.
All right, thank you, Matt. Got your answers down there for Delta and Alpha, and have a great night. Good talking to you. Let's see. Next, we're going to talk to you, W2JLS John. How you doing, John? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO, Mr. Nick. How you doing tonight, buddy? Good to hear you in the air. I'm hoping to make it to the field day operations, and I'm not quite sure when your delicious smoked goods will be making their appearance, but I am hoping to get to experience those this year. So I'll just throw that out there. Also, I am a Sooner. I don't know if anyone knew that. I'm an alum of the University of Oklahoma, so like a lot of the Oklahoma folks in the air, they're probably following the baseball situation. They're tied 1-1 against the Tar Heels. So go Sooners, I'll just say that. And then hopefully we don't have anyone from North Carolina listening in. So the trivia questions. I have known the answer to this first one. I don't know if I still know it. I'm kind of on the fence between choices A and D, but I'm going to go with D because I've heard a number of folks popping in with that one. So I guess between the United States and the UK is going to be my guess on that one. And then absolutely no clue on the other, but I kind of like silver right now and wish I had enough money to buy some more because I think silver is going to go crazy in the market. W2JLS passing it back with a good evening on your ears.
All right, well, thank you, John. We got your answer down there for Delta and Charlie. Yeah, there'll be some barbecue. I think I'm planning to pull everything off and cook dinner around 6. I don't know that I'm planning anything for lunch. I still have to do the shopping. I may or may not grab something with a quicker cook that I can throw on middle of the day and have a little snackle-do when people show up. I don't know. See how the mood swings me. But yeah, planning on dinner around 6, so come on out and have some good barbecue. And I will say, it's better to be sooner than later. How about that? So thanks, John. Got you in there. Next, we'll talk to KD8 SLG. John Snick, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net?
W8WKY.
Well, I guess Nick doesn't want to talk to me tonight. That's all right. We'll see how it goes. We'll give him a pass for the moment. If he wants to recheck, we'll take his recheck. Next, we're going to talk to KC8YKP. Brian. How you doing, Brian? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening. It's KC8YKP. Hoping I'm making it in better than I did on the pre-net when I checked in. Weather conditions seem to be changing. I'm down here by Shelby. I'm just coming tonight through my radio and my beam on my house, but I'm about 50 miles away, so I'm the one that's been working on setting up Allstar Node on my 2-meter repeater down here so I can link into you guys. I've been trying it with EchoLink and it was failing, so I've given up on EchoLink, I'll say. But I'm configuring Allstar as we speak on a Raspberry Pi, and I'm definitely a learning curve. It's kind of cool in a way. Hopefully by the next net, possibly, I'll be able to have everything up and running. We'll see what happens. As far as trivia, I'm going to guess, I think I was going to guess C and A, I think is, yeah, that's right. I had to think about it. I'm sure that's wrong, but, it is what it is. Maybe not. We'll find out. Back to you guys. Again, hope I'm making it in okay. KC8YK.
All right. Thank you, sir. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Alpha. And I'm going to say congrats on digital and EchoLink. It's hit or miss. You'll have a lot more success with a node. So once you get all that set up, it'll be awesome. Okay, after Brian, we have, this is a call I don't see too often, KD8VYT Russ. How you doing, Russ? How's everything going for you? I haven't heard your voice on here in a while. And what do you have for the Beacon Net?
Yeah, I don't get on nets too often, but I got this new cheap radio that I'm finding out is junk. It's a QYT radio. My Kenwood 711 shut off last Monday while I was transmitting Newsline for the CFARC Club, and I think this is going to do the same thing tomorrow night, but we'll find out. Anyway, my answers are B and B, like BB gun. B and B. Hope everybody has a good night. This is KD8VYT 73.
All right, thank you, Russ. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo. Yeah, I have not heard a lot of good things about those QYT radios, so I wish you the best. Sorry, that's all I have for you, but yeah, I haven't heard great things. But it's good to hear you. Good to have you on the net, and we will talk to you later. Hopefully we'll see you at Field Day. After Rush, we had KF6POE, who was in and out. And that's going to take us down to
KC3SEG Greg. How you doing, Greg? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KC3SEG, good evening to you from Gulf Shores of Alabama at Gulf State Park, where we're camp hosting until September. It's been a while since I've checked in to the BeaconNet. It's good to be back on, and I hear a lot of familiar voices. So before I forget, I want to say Delta Delta for my answers. So Delta Delta, and hello to Dustin out there. Dustin, good hearing you, and thanks for keeping in touch on Facebook there. And I think that's going to be about it for tonight. I'm just one and done. Got to get Teddy out, my little dachshund. Got to get him out for a little walk before heading to bed. We're camping at Gulf State Park, like I said. We're here until September 1st. And then we're moving to another Alabama State Park for another 3 months doing camp hosting. It's pretty fun. We've been enjoying it. Back over to net, 73 KC3 SEG. Greg, we'll be clear, and back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answers down there for Delta and Delta. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. Sounds like you have a pretty good vacation going from campground to campground. Next, we have KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, first of all, the trivia, Alpha and Charlie. Bowling today, as I mentioned earlier. Someone mentioned the College World Series. Yeah, I thought Oklahoma had that wrapped up, but they lost to North Carolina today, and tomorrow's the rubber match. Tomorrow's for all the marbles. Man, yeah, it's neat to see them guys. I mean, college players at that level are incredible. 50 years ago yesterday, hey, break for just a second here, catch my wind. 50 years ago today, yesterday, it was on Facebook, and I seen on TV, there was a guy by the name of Rick Monday who played the outfield for the Chicago Cubs. They were playing in Los Angeles. They were playing the Dodgers, and two young hooligans come out of the stands. They had a American flag that they doused in lighter fluid. Rick Monday's looking at them, no one there to stop them. It's like everyone's just froze, and Rick Monday went and grabbed that flag, and they put up on the scoreboard, "Great play, Rick. Great play." He snatched that flag from them hooligans before they could set it on fire, and they say Rick Monday was a good ball player. He's a heck of a hitter, good solid ball player for several teams. They said that's the best play he ever made. KE8QFT, back to net control.
Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you checking in there. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. And, I always love to hear the baseball trivia. So, thanks for being here. This is KE8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. Our next two stations are in and out, but one of them gave us trivia answers. KDDPC gave the answer to Delta and Delta. And KF8DXX, did not. but we appreciate Adam checking in and out anyway. We're going to go down and talk to you. K4OG, the original gangster. Mark, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KEAQKO, K4OG. Good evening, Nick at night. Nick, let me know how I'm sounding. I'm transmitting to you 45 watts on a QFH antenna that I plan to use for satellite hunting next weekend, field day. And my answers to the trivia question are going to be Delta Bravo, Decibel, K4OG, back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answer down there for Delta and Bravo. I wanted to answer with a snarky comment of beep, 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 or maybe you sound a little bit of a Russian there. But I didn't think any of them were as funny as they probably come out of my mouth as they were in my head. But you're sounding pretty good. You had a little tiny bit of, I don't want to call it bacon. It wasn't really bacon. Bacon's a lot louder. Maybe turkey bacon on the back end there. A little tiny bit of static, but you were fully readable. You were perfectly loud enough, so there was no problem there. I think it'll probably work out just well for satellites. So thank you, Mark. Appreciate you checking in. Next, we have KC8LYG. Richard, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening, everyone. This is KC8LYG. Rick and Maslin. Don't have much. Messing around with a bunch of radios here, trying to get them programmed and working right. And multitasking. As far as trivia questions, I'm going to go Alpha Bravo, and we'll say 73s, and everyone have a blessed evening. Back to net control. KC8LYG, 73s.
All right, sir. Thank you for checking in. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. Next, we're going to talk to KI5TAQ Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, good evening there, Nick at night. This is KI5TAQ Taco Tim. Yeah. What I'm going to do is, shall we say, being predictable as one person we all know for the trivia answers. Delta and Delta. Double B's tonight. Because you can never go wrong with a Cornwallo bean. I'll send it back to net control and let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answer down there for double D's, Delta and Delta. Thanks for checking in. Next, we're going to talk to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
I got bacon. That's what I got. It's going to be B and B. Yeah, Bravo and Bravo. Birthday. Because that's what we did today. We did birthdays in Aurora. We did birthdays down in Green. So that's going to be B's. Everything else went good this weekend. Went swimming over at my brother's. They played Canassus. We ate. Yeah, my brother's wife made. It was a bean. They were like, there was beans and there was, some hot dogs or like corn or whatever. But it was good. And she had pulled pork. There was some pulled pork there. So we had pulled pork sandwich and the beans. She makes that. Her mother, I think, made it all the time. And now she keeps making it. It's so good. And then we went down to my sister's kids, and he was frying up tacos and corn on the Blackstone with Parmesan cheese and some lemon, and so it was good. So that we ate down there, another cake, and then we came back home. So we ate good. But we didn't take nothing home. Normally, sometimes we take stuff home. Yeah, normally we go down there, whatever is made and they're left over, we take home. But there was not much left over. Nope, not much left over either place. Yeah, my brother has maybe 2 days of lunch if he takes stuff we had from his. So we'll send it back to Ned, but BB.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Bravo. Next, we have KI5WDM, Donald. How you doing, Donald? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Sorry about the pause there. I think things were hung up a little bit. Yeah, my answers tonight for the trivia are Charlie and Delta. I'm never right, but we'll see how we do tonight. Charlie and Delta. Wish me luck. KI5WDM.
Got your answer down there for Charlie and Delta. We'll see how that works out for you later in the net, and hopefully you get them right. And now we have KY4NB, Kevin. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, everybody on the Beacon Net. KY4NB here from Elvis Barbecues, where it's nice enough outside, although the clouds are rolling in and supposed to get some rain early part of the morning, about 3 o'clock maybe in the morning, and then tomorrow as well. So I hope I'm still coming in. There was a key up there. I hope I'm still coming in. There was a key up and it cut out. Can you still hear me? If so, I'm going to pick Bravo and Bravo. We're doing fine in Memphis. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Got you down for Bravo and Bravo, and I do love me barbecue, and Memphis is one of those places on my list of places I'm going to visit and get some good Memphis barbecue. Also, there's a guy on YouTube and podcasts that I like a lot, How to Barbecue Right, Malcolm Reed. He lives down in just south of Memphis in Alabama, and he's got a store down there. I'd love to go down there and visit. So Memphis is on my list of cities I want to visit, and on my little barbecue road trips series of places I want to go. So thanks for being there. I do appreciate it. All right. After Kevin, we have two in-and-outs. Well, we have one in-and-out. We had one short time we already talked to. That's WA8KOC and AF5JB. We are back at the bottom of the list here. This is KE8QKO on the W8WKOR repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And since we're at the bottom of the list, we are ready for check-ins. So, if you would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Well, this is KE8QKO. This is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick with a follow-up pre-check, whatever. Hi, Nick.
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar 88MO.
WV3K with no traffic. Good evening, Nick.
All right, I'm going to take it right there. Nick came screaming in here, and he waffle stomped on somebody else. I did not catch who that call sign was. So I'm going to tell you the call signs that I have. And if you tried to check in at the same time as Nick, right when after I called for check-ins, I did not get your call sign, and I'm going to ask you, and only you, to come back with your call sign phonetically twice. So the stations I have are KD8 SLG, AB8 MO, and WV3K Phil in and out. So if you are not in that list and you tried to be in that list, please come back with your call sign twice, phonetically.
Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, KJ 5 ATA, guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, thank you, Guy. I got you on my list right after the recheck from Nick. All right, anyone else want to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Before we go talk to our new stations, we're going to get our trivia questions read again, just in case we need them. And we're going to start with K3, NBC. Mark, would you read the primary question again, please?
Sorry, as soon as you called me, I hit delete on all of my trivia questions. So, all right, this is K3NBC with the main trivia. When was the first confirmed two-way transatlantic amateur radio contact made between two countries? Alpha, December 1921, between the UK and Canada. Bravo, November 1923, between the United States and France. Charlie, January 1925, between the UK and Australia. And Delta, March 1920, between the United States and the UK. Back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAYL and get the alternate trivia read again.
KI5DAY. I refuse until I get better pay. Want another zero on my paycheck. Hi. No, I'll go ahead and read it. Tonight's alternate trivia question, oh goody, is the early Vikings, they often gave new brides which one of these gifts to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Was it A, 2 brass goblets with the bride and groom's first names etched into the goblets? B, a new kitten or cat? C, 3 silver coins from their raiding parties? Or D, an original Cornwaldo bean war horn? KI5DAY, back to net. I will post it in the blue screen.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go through our list here. We're going to start with KD8, SLG, just Nick. See what he's got for us tonight. Nick, take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Nick at night, and all the Beacon netizens. I'm here. I missed you by moments last time, but I didn't want to jump in. I do that often enough. For questions, answers, whatever. Bravo and Bravo tonight. Bravo and Bravo. And Mark, just for clarification, that's Bravo and Bravo, not Bravo and Bravo. 6 sleep still field day, man. 6 sleep still field day. I'll see you there, Nick. It's great seeing a bunch of folks on Thursday night. Sorry I missed you. But I know you had something to do. That's all good. Sorry I missed you earlier tonight. Good to hear you, Nick. We'll talk more this week, I'm sure. It's KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Nick.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Got you down for Bravo and Bravo. Not Bravo and Bravo, but Bravo and Bravo. You know, I don't get the not Bravo and Bravo, but Bravo and Bravo thing. I know there's probably some sort of weird joke with that that I don't fully understand, but it drives me nuts. Well, I get it. Anyway, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right. After Nick, we have KJ5 ATA Guy. How you doing, Guy? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Hello. Hey, Nick. Network control. This is KJ5ATA. I don't know. I lost control there for a minute. Anyways, my answers is going to be Delta and Delta. So, just because. And I've never voted for a Cornwaldo bean before, but this time I am because I got no clue what the answers are, and so I'm just going to throw it out there. Anyways, we'll see what comes out in the end. Yeah, so this is KJ5ATA, guy from Georgetown, Texas, back to Ohio. You guys up there. All right. Adios. Or otherwise 73.
All right, 73 Guy. Thanks for checking in there. We got your answers down there for Delta and Delta. The next station we're going to talk to is 88MO Andy. How you doing, Andy? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KD8 or KE8QKL from Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar. Laying in bed, I was debating whether to check it or not. I knew I would be so far down the list that I was lying and bother checking it on the blue screen. So I just got ready for bed. So let's see here. I think, one of the answers for K3MBCs I could rule out immediately. I guess I'm going to just go A for Andy on both of them. So, kind of a busy day today. So, had my first bison burger, and it was okay. It didn't taste a whole lot different from a regular beef burger. It was a little stronger flavor, a little more lean, so they wanted to stick to the grill, which wasn't good, but I managed to cook them okay. They came out just at about medium, maybe a tad medium rare, which was fine, so they turned out all right. So, hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day, and I may or may not be awake for the answers. We'll find out. So I got KD8 or KE8QKO. I'll get it out from APNMO. Everybody have a good night.
All right, thank you, Andy. Bison burgers. You know, bison is such a lean meat. I've had burgers, and I don't always love them because I like a fatty burger, but it's got to be a fatty burger that's either big enough that when it shrinks down, it's still shaped like a burger and not like a sausage or a meatball. But you need good fat content in a burger, and unless you do something with a bison burger, you almost have to figure out how to make it fatty enough to turn into a burger. I'll tell you what, though. I just watched a video today on it's called Dubai Tacos. It's like there's a YouTuber I watch on and he did a video. It's essentially a smash burger where they took a tortilla, seasoned it really well, the meat, and then they put a tortilla on top of it and smashed it into the tortilla and grilled it that way, and then rolled it into a taco. Fantastic! I totally want to try that one day. Oh, maybe, but they had a really, really fatty blend for that, so maybe bison would be okay. I don't know. But, yeah, thanks for checking in there, Andy. Listen around for the trivia. Lay in bed. Listen, let me put sweet nothings into your ear and enjoy the trivia. And after Andy, we had WV3K Phil checking in and out. We're back to the bottom of the list. This is KE8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are ready for more check-ins. If you want to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
Alpha India 5 Quebec AI 5Q Jerison Tulsa.
All right, I've got AI5Q checking in there. Not AI5IQ, AI5Q Alpha India 5 Quebec checking in tonight. And we'll get to you here in a minute, Jairus. We're going to see if anybody else wants to check in behind you. So if there's any additional check-ins for the BeaconNet, please call now. All right, let's go to Jairus, AI5Q. Take it away, sir.
Well, good evening there. Sounds like there's an inordinately long squelch tail tonight on your repeater, unless something else is keeping it keyed up. I don't remember it being that long in the past, but I'm not watching the dashboard either, so anyway. Trivia. We're going to go with Bravo and Charlie. I got in a little late. I laid down about 8:30 for a quick little hour-long nap. I got up at 4:30 this morning, so I was pretty tired by the time that rolled around. And came in just in time to hear the rereads of the trivia, and there you go. I did have butter burgers for dinner. We made them on the Blackstone, and they were quite delicious, especially with a little bit of pub sauce, some avocado, some fresh fried bacon, and lettuce, tomato, and red onion. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Even Teddy, who does not eat burgers, ate a burger. He is a hot dog kid, and Varick is a hamburger kid. And they both had burgers, and Varick wanted two to start with, but we told him, slow your roll, son. These are pretty filling. Anyway, that's all I got tonight. I appreciate you running the net. We'll say 73 and pass it back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jairus. You sound a little tired there, sir. I see it in the blue screen, too, but we got you in there, Alpha and Charlie. I'll tell you what, a butter burger sounds fantastic. My wife made me dinner tonight. That was awesome. She made Greek chicken and green beans and potatoes, and it was a nice little dinner. So, good Father's Day dinner. I didn't have to cook or grill anything, so that makes me happy camper. Thanks for checking in, Jairus. I appreciate it. And let's say, any other people that want to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Yeah, control. This is Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet India Quebec. Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet India Quebec. Stephen in East Tennessee. Yeah, control. This is Kilo 5 November Tango Tango. K5NTT. Name is Matt, M-A-T-T, in Magnolia, Arkansas.
All right, I've got KR4JIQ, and I've got K5NTT. Is there anyone else who wants to check into the beacon net? Please call now.
KE8 VOX at Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-ray, and I'll be in and out.
All right, I've got KE8 VOX checking in and out. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. All right, let's go talk to our little list here. We got KR4JIQ. Steven? What do you got for us? Or Scott? Oh, wait, no, sorry. Wrong column. Steven, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good this evening. Hope everybody else out there is. Happy Father's Day before we end the night. Don't really have anything. Just first time on and just hanging out. Heading threes.
All right, copy that, sir. Did you happen to catch our trivia questions? We have 2 trivia questions we read on the net every Sunday night. If you want, we can read them for you if you haven't heard them. So you can give them a shot and try to answer.
I caught one of them. I didn't catch the second one.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, it never hurts to reread those trivia questions. So I'm going to have them read, both of them read, and then I'll come back to you and see if you want to answer them. Let's go up to K3MPC, Matt, and get the main trivia read again. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, good evening. This is K3MPC with the main trivia. When was the first confirmed two-way Atlantic transatlantic amateur radio contact made? Between which two countries? Alpha, December 1921, between the UK and Canada. Bravo, November 1923, between the United States and France. Charlie, January 1925, between the UK and Australia. And Delta, March 1920, between the United States and the UK.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go talk to Alan, KI5DAY, to read the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia question. Here we go. The early Vikings, they often knew brides which one of these gifts to symbolize fertility and household prosperity. Was it A, 2 brass with the bride and groom's first names etched into the goblets? Was it B, a new kitten or cat? Was it C, 3 silver coins from their raiding parties? Or D, an original Cornwaldo bean warhorn? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to talk to KR4LIQ. Steven, how you doing? And do you want to answer our trivia now?
This is KR4JIQ. A little hard to understand my accent sometimes, but on the first one, I don't even have a guess, but the second one, I'm going to go with A on that. Back to you.
All right, copy that, sort of. Can you come back with that one more time for me, please? I was typing and I missed it.
W8WKY.
Call sign is KR4JIQ.
Oh, copy that. Can you come back with your trivia answers one more time? I was typing and I missed it. Got a few things happening around in the background, so sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, no worries. First one, I don't have a guess at that. The second one, I'm going to go with A. Back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, if I say copy, it's actually correct. I got you down for a pass and alpha. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your patience. Next, we're going to talk to K5 NTT Matt. How you doing, Matt? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8 QKO K5 NTT. Got quite a group going here this evening. Ran across you, thought we'd jump in here right quick and check in. As far as the trivia questions, the first one, I'm going to go with D, as in Delta. And the second one, we'll go with D there also. And that's more guess than anything else. Thank you for calling the net. We'll try to be back. How often is the net? You might fill me in on that. KE8 QKO K5 NTT. Thank you.
All right, thanks for checking in there, Matt. Got your answer down for Delta and Delta. The BeaconNet, we meet every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So I usually run the Sunday night nets, and then we have usually Dustin runs the Wednesday night nets, and then sometimes there's other people, and sometimes people pick up for me if I need a night off on the Sunday night net. But yeah, so we meet every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, but we also have pre-check-ins. That's another sort of subnet to the net, and that starts at 9:30 Eastern time, where you can check in early, and then we just kind of, once the net starts up, we have a bunch of check-ins already queued up, and we can kind of run through everybody pretty quick, and then have more at the end. So essentially, you can start at 9:30 Eastern time and enjoy all that the BeaconNet has to offer, but the trivia questions are read at 10 p.m., and then we check back with everybody and get the trivia answers. And again, that is on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. So thanks for checking in there. I appreciate it. And then after Matt, we have K8VOX checking in and out. And we had a station, I thought I heard his voice try to hop in there at some point. And he's usually further up on the list, but maybe didn't make it in tonight because I'm not sure. It happens. But K5 CFY Ray, if you're out there and you want to have comments to the BeaconNet, please come back now. We'll add you to the list. All right, nothing heard there. We'll add Ray K5 CFY to our list as an in-and-out station or in-and-out check-in. He's always a staple on the BeaconNet. Like I said, usually have him further up. Usually at number 10. That's the sort of, you've never noticed, that's where he's always usually at. But it kind of got missed tonight. That happens. But we got him in the log anyway because he always checks into the BeaconNet one way or another. So that's how it's going to go. Anyone else who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Number 5, Alpha Juliet Yankee.
All right. right, I've got November 5 Alpha Juliet Yankee checking in. Anthony, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
For that tail to drop. Oh, I'm doing great. I just got introduced to NetLogger last week, and I was out there looking nets going on, and I saw this one and got in the AIM chat, and they kind of told me where it was at, and thought I'd just check in. Happy Father's Day to everybody, and don't really have much other than it sounds like a pretty cool net, and I might have to start joining it more often.
Absolutely, sir. It is a fun net. We enjoy each other's company. We got a lot of people that check in from your area of the country, so it's good to have you in there. Did you happen to catch our trivia questions and want to provide answers?
I'll give it a go. The first one, wow, I'll go with B, total random guess, and for the Viking one, it seems like I'd heard something about cats, so I'm going to go with option A on that one.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Alpha. Yeah, the trivia questions, sometimes they can be good, or they're always good. Sometimes they're, you know them, sometimes you don't, but the fun part is trying to answer and see what happens at the end of that. So whenever we read the trivia answers at the end, there's usually a little bit of a description as far as like why the answer is what it is. So it's trivia questions, but it's also a little bit of a knowledge check, and you get to learn something new. If you didn't know it when you started, you get to find out about it when you're done. So thanks for checking in there, Anthony. I appreciate it. Anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Tango Golf. Mike in Boston tonight. I missed the question, so late check-in. I've been here before, and I'll be listening. Back to net control.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf Victor Yankee. This is one of my first times being here, one of my first times on the EchoLink from Clarksville, Ohio.
All right, I've got KE2 FTG Mike, and I've got KF8 GVY Daniel checking in there. All right, so we had some missed trivia questions, so we'll read those again. It's going to be a trivia reread night, and I'm okay with that. Let's go back up to K3 NBC Mark and reread the main trivia. Mark, take it away.
This is K3 NBC with main trivia. When was the first confirmed two-way Atlantic amateur radio contact made, and between which two countries? Alpha, December 1921 between the UK and Canada. Bravo, November 1923 between the United States and France. Charlie, January 1925 between the UK and Australia. And Delta, March 1920 between the United States and the UK. Back to you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Mark. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to talk to next to KI5 DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY. Wow. Deja vu. It seems like I've read these before a few times tonight. Here we go again. Round 42. Tonight's alternate trivia, by the way, is brought to you by Crispy Wheats and Raisins. So here it is. The early Vikings and gave new brides which one of these gifts to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Which one of these gifts did Vikings give new brides to symbolize love, fertility, and household prosperity? Was it A, 2 brass goblets with the bride and groom's first names etched into the goblets? Was it B, a new kitten or cat? C, 3 silver coins for their raiding parties or from their raiding parties? Or D, an original corn Waldo bean war horn? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Yeah, like I said, I've got my answers written down. Part of me thinks I got it wrong. I think I have a feeling I chose between 2, but I think the one that I didn't choose is the one that's going to be, but we'll see how that works out later. Let's go talk to KE2FTG Mike. How you doing, Mike? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening, all, and happy Father's Day. A wonderful weekend here in the Boston area. My son was in a porch fest playing bass. There were 300 bands playing in our town next to Boston. Really wonderful yesterday. I'm going to go with Alpha and Charlie for my answers, and I needed them reread to me last time I was on the net, so sorry about that. I'll come in earlier if I can next time. Back to net control and 73 to all.
All right, thank you, Mike. Got your answer down there for Alpha and Charlie. And don't worry about that. If we have to reread them, that's no skin off our back. Our trivia masters get paid by the read. Anyway, yeah, I got to visit your city last year in Boston. I made it up there, and it was for the first time. It was a beautiful city, a lot of fun. So thanks for checking in. I do appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to KF8GVY Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Golf, Victor, Yankee. Daniel, you're out there. Do you have comments for the BeaconNet? All right, nothing here from Daniel. I think he said he was on EchoLink. Maybe it disconnected because, EchoLink does what EchoLink does. And if he wants to come back and recheck, we'll be happy to take his recheck. Okay, anyone else want to check into the BeaconNet? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our net control team. We're going to start with K3MBC Mark. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
K8QKO, this is K3MBC. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there on the BeaconNet tonight. Had a really good day. Did my normal day job on Sundays at church, directing video, and was treated to a family FaceTime call. I've got 2 boys. One lives in L.A., the other lives in the Atlanta area, and so my wife and I hopped onto a call. We had a good talk for almost an hour, and it was nice to catch up and do all sorts of fun things, and that's been a pretty good day today. And my answer for alt trivia only will be Charlie. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answer for the alternate trivia down as Charlie. Next, we're going to talk to KJ5MCV Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Nick at Night. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. I'm hanging in there. It's been a doozy. I thought it'd be kind of a slow night, but looks like I was wrong. I tried to sandbag a little bit at the beginning, but that's all right. We got down through there. Man, you're doing a great job, and I appreciate you. Let's start with main trivia tonight. I'm going to go with Delta. 1920 between, what was it, U.S. and U.K. Can't confirm that, but I just like the idea, and I think the U.S. kicks butt. And why not go chat with the U.K. guys for a while? I don't know. That's just a guess. Put me down for Delta for Maine. All trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo, because everybody loves that kitty. I sure do. Speaking of, we've had like a little transient kitty here that's hanging out at the house, and you might say we acquired him. He is absolutely a little sweetheart of an orange furball. We're working on names. He's a little tiny Tom, so if you've got any recommendations, post them there on the blue screen, and I will take them under advisement. I like Minner, as in minnow in Oklahoma terms. Just has a ring to it. Also had a great day over at Dad's house. Took the kids over there. They had a swim and carried on, and I smoked some chicken and fried some, speaking of cats, good old catfish. Great to hear all you guys out there. This is KJ5MCV, and I'll send it back to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Got your answer down there for Delta and Bravo. You know, I could probably come up with a name, but I'd have to see them really to make sure it's right. I can think of a few, but I'm not sure if they would fit the look of the cat. Send a picture. We'll throw some names out. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Ryan. Appreciate it. And next we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan. How you doing, Alan? What do you have for the Beacon of tonight?
KI5DAY Internet. Sorry, I had to wait for my Node to ID. It just decided to ID. What do I have for the net tonight? I got Purple Circle, whatever that is. I don't know. I think I saw something like that in one of Fred's posts there. He was talking about some old lyrics. Just one more. Or here it says, they say roses are red and violets are purple. Sugar is sweet and so is maple syrup. I'm the seventh one out of 7 sons. My papa was a pistol and I'm a son of a gun. Roger Miller. That's what he's talking about old country a lot. Man, the old country artist. My stepdad, who was a pretty great guy, I used to watch Hee Haw with him every Saturday night. And I was a rocker growing up. You know, I was into rock and roll and the metal during that time, 80s and 90s. But, yeah, I always enjoyed the old country. And, man, there's so many great artists and stuff. But it's just fun to remember some of the old songs, and some of them were pretty funny and silly. But it's a good time. But, anyways, all is good. 126 out of 250 on my 250 QRZ contacts verified, so hopefully I'll get that before too long. Not much else going on, just taking it easy, gearing up for another week at the Big W. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Thanks for doing the alternate trivia. I appreciate it. Yeah, another week at the Big W. That's just how life goes. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Thanks for doing the alternate trivia. My trivia answers tonight are going to be Delta and Charlie. We'll see how that works out for me later on the net. Yeah, pretty good weekend. I got some stuff done Friday because I had that day off work, and then yesterday I had a hot dog sale with my son's Boy Scout troop. We did all right. We've had better years, but we did all right. You know, it seems harder the older the kids get because they almost don't want to be there, and then people like to buy hot dogs stuff from younger kids. When they see the older kids there, like, they tend to be less cute. So there's that. And hung out with my buddy. He had a little barbecue, made some party ribs. They turned out pretty darn good. Did just regular sweet ribs and some mango habanero, which were pretty spicy. I did that, and today I just kind of did some work in the backyard, and my wife made dinner and got some stuff done around the house. Took me a nice Father's Day nap, and yeah, here I am. So, it's been a decent weekend. All right, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. So anyone that has not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's get our trivia answers. Let's go up to K3 NBC. Mark, let's get the answer to the main trivia.
Righty, this is K3 NBC with the main trivia answer. When was the first confirmed two-way transatlantic amateur radio contact made, and between which two countries? The correct answer is Bravo, November 1923, between the United States and France. And here's the quick explanation. On November 27th, 1923, American amateur Fred Schnell and French amateur Luan Dubois made first confirmed two-way transatlantic amateur contact. This proved the shortwave spectrum that hams had been assigned was a gold mine for long-distance communication. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Mark. I got that one wrong. For some reason, when I first heard the trivia, I heard you say, I thought in my head it was U.S. and U.K., and then I heard the France one. I'm like, wait, that's it. No, I think it's the U.K. Let me see what the rest of them are. And I went for the UK one, so I got that wrong. But that's how it goes. Thanks for the trivia there, Mark. Appreciate it. Let's go talk to KI5, DAY Allen. What's the answer to the alternate trivia?
KI5DAY. I fully expected my node to ID there that time, but it didn't, thankfully. But tonight's alternate trivia question answer. The question was, the early Vikings often gave new brides these gifts to symbolize their love, fertility, and household prosperity. If you said 3 silver coins from their reading parties, you were wrong. It was actually B, a new kitten or a new cat. It's like, what? Vikings giving away kittens or cats? But yeah, that seemed to be a thing. What it was about, sorry, I lost my page here. There it is. They gave these gifts to mainly because it symbolized, they love cats, but it symbolized prosperity, household prosperity, love, and all that stuff, because cats were commonly used and given as gifts. It wasn't like a necessity or an absolute must, but it was pretty common for Viking weddings. They would give kittens and cats because a lot of people kept them in their homes to ward off rodents and all kinds of things, to protect their food and everything else, because, they didn't have all the refrigeration and stuff we have these days. A lot of stuff to keep it safe from rodents and other things like that. They would keep cats and give cats as wedding gifts. It was kind of a thing. It just was a symbol of prosperity, household prosperity, and all that stuff. Love, fertility. It's kind of strange, but that was an old Viking thing.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Alan. That's interesting. I'm going to say if I got a cat as a wedding present, I probably would have been super excited. And thankfully, I have no weddings to go to in the near future, I think. So that makes it entertaining, because imagine if I showed up and was like, here's a cat. It's my old one. She's not really catching much anymore. Kind of tired of feeding her. Now she's yours. But anyway, thanks for doing the trivia there, Alan. I do appreciate it. Anyone else who would like to check in? We got the trivia answers read. And, yeah. Talk to everybody on the net. They want to talk to us. And we're going to do one more round of check-ins or rechecks. So if you'd like to check in or recheck the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. right, nothing heard there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, the Beacon Net crew, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time, on Allstar Node 49562 and EchoLink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KE8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radius at this time, 73 all, and have a wonderful Begawkin Sunday.
KE8QFT. The blue area is for loading and unloading only.
KJ5MCV. Uncle Fred, how'd you get that blue paint on your car then?
How'd I get the what?
How did you get that blue paint all over your car?
Oh, I get it. Okay, hi, and all that. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Huh?
Uncle Fred, great to hear you tonight, brother. I think I'm going to go wash, rinse, and repeat. Got to work tomorrow, so 73, brother. Talk to you again soon, I'm sure. KJ5MCV.
'73 now. I was just thinking of the movie Airplane, where they were arguing over the intercom about what zone was for loading, unloading passengers, or whatever. Yep. Okay. So, 73, everyone. Roger. Clear. We have clearance, and all that. 73 all.
Good night, Uncle Fred. JF8GGM.